So next, let's look at the auxiliary weapons. As you can see, you've got 6 here and 3 here, so that's 9 overall.
For all those who want to jump straight into the action, skip to the time period 4 minutes and 22 seconds for fast-paced fighting. However, let's start the video.
Firstly, smart missiles. So this, you lock onto 5 different characters or drones and you fire away and you get all of them. Here is the autocannon. It's basically kind of just like an automatic repulsor on your wrist. As you can see, it's kind of just like a grenade launcher on the wrist that detonates near enemies. This is just like a really powerful rocket. Kind of reminds me of the hammer one in Iron Man 2 though. This is the scatter shot. As you can see, it's kind of like a shotgun on the wrist. It takes out a large area of bad guys. This is the cluster bomb. As you can see, it shoots 3 kind of bombs at once that have quite a large explosion, and they also separate to get like a wider area of damage. Here is Microswarm. In my opinion, it's basically just the Mandalorian wrist piece that you see in the Mandalorian series. It's very similar, just kind of those cool little things, they just destroy everything. Here you have Gravity Bomb. Like the evil drones in this game, it's basically just like almost like a black hole, just sucks everything into it, which is pretty cool. And lastly, you have the EM charge cannon. Basically, you charge it up, and any bad guy with the hard light shield, which is impenetrable, it's able to actually penetrate through that shield. Now, let's look at the repulsors last. Here, you have the charged repulsor. As you can see, the more you hold it down, the larger area damage it does, as well as the more damage it will do. Rapid repulsor. The standard single shot, but it's also quite fast, however it does overheat quite quickly. Lastly, you have the continuous beam repulsor, which is really cool, and also, yeah, it's just continuous beam. As you can see, that was all kind of like the important kind of customizations. You do have the kind of chases, or the kind of all this stuff, extra stuff. There are like abilities. If you're low health, you get all these kind of abilities. You have the chest, which kind of unibeam, how much damage, and also if you're low health again, it will help you. It gives you like a little boost. And lastly, you have thrusters. I use afterburners because they're like quick recovery, and you can, from your last thrust, and you can just thruster and thruster and thruster over and over, which is really useful in my opinion. You also have the accelerator. You also have the supercharger, which stabilizes the iron boots, increasing your maximum flight speed. So this just genuinely makes you faster. One thing before we get started, when you pick customizations for your character, as you can see, I picked the smart missiles, and they've appeared on the wrist, which is pretty cool. And when you change it, let's say to autocannon, the wrist piece kind of does its thing, and then boom, there's the autocannon. So let's go back to the smart missiles, and we'll have a look at this in the combat challenges.
Gunsmith cleared this time trial mission with Deputy Director Hill. At least he's diplomatic with shield. Ready to go, sir? Power boosted.
So next, let's look at the autocannon. And we'll also take a look at the anti-armor missiles. She'll just be mounted on the other wrist. You can see it's right there.
Gunsmith's cleared this time trial mission with Deputy Director Hill. At least he's diplomatic with shield. Ready to go, sir? Weapons power increased.
Oh gosh. Alright, so I think this is the last guy. Let's get him removed.
Always good to see you around the old helicarrier.
Next, let's look at the Micro Swarm, which seems to be like, in my opinion, the Mandalorian kind of wrist rocket, sorry. And we'll also change the other arm with the EM charge cannon.
Gunsmith's cleared this time trial mission with Deputy Director Hill. At least he's diplomatic with shield. Ready to go, sir?
So here we go. We're going to do the Micro Swarm and
Weapons
EM
power
charge
increased.
cannon.
Always good to see you around the old helicarrier.
That was pretty cool. Alright, that was all the auxiliary weapons that I've previewed, all the ones that I have currently. Obviously I still have a few more to unlock, but I picked these ones mainly because I think they're just cooler in my opinion. But obviously, if you guys want me to unlock any more, because I do have points to unlock any, you can put it in the comments. Now, lastly, I want to preview the repulsors. As you can see, I've used the charge repulsor, and you guys can see the more you hold it up, the more you charge it up, the more damage it would do. So let's look at the rapid repulsor, and then we can look at the continuous beam repulsor. Alright, let's go into the next mission.
Gunsmith's cleared this time trial mission with Deputy Director Hill. At least he's diplomatic with shield. Ready to go, sir? Weapons power increased.
It doesn't do too much damage, but it is rapid fire. You can get like a lot out.
Always good to see you around the old helicarrier.
There we have it, the rapid repulsor. So here we have the continuous beam repulsor. We're just gonna equip it. Let's get into the next mission.
Gunsmith's cleared this time trial mission with Deputy Director Hill. At least he's diplomatic with shield. Ready to go, sir?
Ow, that just smashed onto the ground.
Power boosted.
there we have it. We have the continuous repulsor. It's pretty cool. The graphics. Thank you all for watching. This was a really fun video. If you have any questions or anything, please let me know in the comments. Subscribe, please, and leave a like.